Good morning, everyone, from Dunrovin Ranch in Lola, Montana on this gorgeous July morning. And I am so glad it is the morning. The temperature already is climbing into the 70s. It's supposed to get well into the 90s today, which is no kind of weather to be out riding horses with this heat. So we're here in the morning, and I'm really happy to have our usual crew back. Say hello to Colleen. Hi, and Paula. And Ashley and her fiance, Renato.
Yeah.
I did it wrong last time, and I got it right this time, correct? Thank you. And Ashley is our victim today to be mic'd up. And then, of course, everybody, he's probably hidden by his horse here, is Ant, all right? So I've asked everybody to gather here because I want to do something a little bit different today. One of the things that I have tried to stress is the minute you go into an arena, you have to have a plan. Because if you don't, your horse will. I mean, it's that simple. Horses want to know who the leader is. And if they don't know who the leader is, there's this question mark in the air, and they're actually a less responsive and a more nervous horse. Horses automatically look for whoever is the leader in the herd. That because they're herd animals, they naturally look for leadership. So one of the most important things that you can get in your head is that you are the leader of this herd of two, and you always have to present yourself in that context. And every time you interact with your horse, you are either reinforcing it or you're undermining it. Those are the two options. It's not neutral, ever. Every time you touch a horse, you're teaching that horse. And so what you want to make sure that you're doing is teaching him that you are a benevolent, responsible leader who can be trusted, but you are the leader. This is not negotiable, all right? At the same time, you're not an aggressive leader, but you're affirmative, all right? So I'm going to stand at the gate and ask each of you to come in here, and I want you to mount out here. And as you hit the gate, I'm going to ask you what your plan is, all right? You're going to tell me what your plan is, and your plan has to consist of the following 5 elements. I don't care in what order, I don't care how you do it, but you in your head, I want to see a plan, and I want you to go through that no matter what, okay? So it has to include going both ways in the arena, okay, at least once around in each direction, okay? It has to include 3 definitive stops and backups of different number of steps, okay? A definitive stop, back up 5 steps, back up 10. Has to be more than 5, okay? Between 5 and 10, all right? It has to be at least 1 figure 8. Everybody knows what a figure 8 is. We did this last week. That's where you go from on the short side, you go along the short side, you cut the diagonal, you go along the short side again, and you cut the diagonal this way, right? Mm-hmm. And then at some point, you have to walk next to another horse. You have to buddy up with somebody at some period. So you're going to have to do a little communicating, and you have to go, I don't care which direction, all the way around the arena, okay? So you're all on your own. You know which side to pass. If you're coming towards a horse, who has the right of way to, it's left stirrup to left stirrup, right? Mm-hmm. So you have to think about this on your own. So what are the 5 elements?
Ride both ways around the arena. Definitive stops and backups.
Right.
Figure 8.
Right.
Ride next to another horse.
Yeah. Okay, number 5. Passing another horse.
Passing another horse.
Passing one other horse. So around both directions, figure 8, 2 stops, riding next to a horse, passing another horse. Okay?
All right.
Have you got this in your heads?
Yeah.
Okay. So get on your
Somewhere
horses, and I'm going to ask you what order you're going to do these in. And our followers are going to do the grading.
Oh, grading.
Yeah, grading.
All right, Barnett. Grading.
Good boy. Looks better the other way. I can see that.
So while we're here,
Okay.
much better.
Ant gets a gold star. Ant, that was a lovely mount. That was a really lovely mount. You've been working with him.
Yes, I have.
And you can see how it shows. I mean, it just, you know, you were calm, you were deliberate, asking a question, but you were very observant. You were going to match whatever was happening with him. Very, very good. Okay, really appreciate that. That's really good. Okay, so what's your plan?
We're going to go around anti-clockwise first at some speed because he's a little in the morning.
Yep.
And then we're going to turn around and go the other way so we get a look at the rail going that way.
Okay.
Then we're going to do some figure eights down the far end.
Okay.
We'll do our stops and a few other things. Hey, easy. Looks like
Okay,
it's
now,
time to go.
yeah, use your boot. And remember, your boot is quit it, not go. Quit it, not go. Okay? All right. Boot. Boot. That's all right.
Raring to go.
Going horse, not a standing.
Yeah.
We'll work.
Yeah, that's good. There you go. Your reins down a little bit. There you go. There you go. A little bit. Okay, so twice
Yeah,
around
last time I rode Raz,
at speed,
for the
figure
mountain
eight, and then
block,
you're going to
took him
find some
around,
people
just walked
to
around it a couple
to
times,
deal
so he
with.
didn't know when. I
And
was
where
gonna
will
do
you stop
it. By the
speed?
time we actually stopped, he was like, "Okay,
Okay.
I'm over it. Let's get on.
Okay.
Let's go."
Go for it.
Yep.
He's walking beautifully, and he's really walking beautifully. Right in through it. Don't let, there you go. Now remember, he's going to want to balk with me. Right in There's another mounting block over there. There's a red one right underneath the fence. Okay. So he was walking really, really good at first. And what happens here, and I could see, Ant, you really had a good seat when you got on this horse. Now, a little bit of his roughness has brought you forward just a tad. And when you come forward, you're going to get more of that roughness. Really hold that sweet spot. When you first went along here, you were beautiful. He was moving perfectly, and so were you. And your seat was just where it needs to be. Okay? You can do it. You're fine. I think you're fine. Put the reins on either side. You have to have the reins over his neck. Always hold the reins. Whenever you mount a horse, the reins are in your hand, in your left hand, and you grab the mane. Okay, grab the mane. Here, there you go. There you go. And you on the boots. Yeah, next time. Okay, next time. Just be aware of that. You can see why you want those reins in order before you get on. If your horse were to move, you would have been lost. Okay? And their reins are uneven now. So get your reins even. All right? All right. When you horse, you should be ready to go. Otherwise, they go off, you're not going to be ready to go off with them. You hold them correctly. Put your hands correctly. Nope, other way, other way. They come up. There you go. There you go. Okay. All right. So, Colleen, what's your plan? Come here and tell me your plan.
No.
You're going to start in clockwise.
Go around
Okay.
and maybe end up passing it.
Okay. Okay. And you're going to go both directions. You're going to stop, back up, do a couple figure eights. You want to walk him at first at a walk because of his cough. All right. Very good. Go for it. Okay, let me give you a hint. When they move their hindquarters away from you, take your outside rein and pull. Okay?
Oh, okay.
And the reason is, if he turns his neck to the right, his hindquarters automatically come to the left.
Okay, so he'll just be farther.
Huh?
Away. He'll just be farther away from me.
Yeah, so I'd bring him back up here, but get your hand, make sure that your hands are on those reins so that you can pull them independently and just pull the outside rein just a bit. That moves his hindquarters towards you.
Okay.
Okay? Okay, hands down. Yeah, hands down. And move them up a bit on the reins. There you go. There you go. Hands down. There you go. Okay, Colleen, you're a little bit you're sitting to the left. Move your seat over to the right. There you go. Now you're more even. Still, you're still to the left. Did you put quarters in your pocket? Everybody should have quarters in their pockets.
That's laundry money.
Did you?
No.
You gotta have quarters. Nick, I'm gonna check for quarters.
Quarters are sacred to me.
I didn't watch, but did that work?
Yeah, I got him in a better spot anyways, but I'll try that next time.
Okay, good. Okay, break it down, Paula. Just get, yeah, good. Okay, what's your plan?
So we're gonna stop right here first. Gonna walk around each direction.
Okay.
Let him see both sides, and then we'll do some stops and backing up,
Right.
different numbers, and then some figure eights. And then once there's more people in the arena, we can ride side by side and passing.
Right, and passing. Good. All right. Thank you. Now, very nice. Make him stay. Make him stand right there. Yeah, just sit for a minute. And tell him what a good boy he is. Yeah. Very good. Hands down, Colleen. You want to hand your hands are up. They should not. They should be down. Down. Nice, Paula.
On your left.
All right.
Okay.
So
Well done, by the way. Very well done.
I would start with the figure 8,
Okay.
and then the twice around, and then the stop and backing up.
Okay.
That's 3,
Uh-huh.
and then find a partner,
Uh-huh.
and then I'm just going to pass.
And then pass somebody. All right. We're good to go. All right.
Does this count as a pass?
I don't think so. So are you interested in riding?
Might be a little into it for a while.
I've heard the name before. I know that it's a telephone.
Okay, one really nice thing that I'm seeing, everybody, is that everybody's head is up. And that is good. You're looking where you're going. That's a really important skill to continually have, to look where you're going. It should just be automatic. All too often, riders look down, look at their horse. And I think you can feel the difference when you're looking up to where you're going to go. The horse understands that and takes you there. Hands
Hi.
farther up on the reins, Colleen, and hands down. Up towards his head, and then put your elbows should not be crinked. Down, down, down farther. You're gonna feel like your hands are loose. Perfect.
Good boy.
Stay there. I may rubber band your hands to the horn.
Oh. Boy. Back. Back. Back.
Down. They keep coming back up. They
2.
keep coming back up, Colleen.
Back. 4. Back. 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 Good boy.
Let's just go around this front side.
Pardon?
Let's just go around this front side.
Yeah, there you go.
No pain at all.
Oh. Good boy.
Yeah.
Back. 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 Back up. Back. Back. Good. I had to adjust my hands for that one.
Now remember, you each have to go once around next to a horse, and you have to find yourself a partner. Stirrup to stirrup as much as possible.
I'm going the wrong way.
Okay.
I'm going to turn around. I guess we're buddies, Paul. Good boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting with 4 going at each other.
Okay, now this is good. This is good. Left.
I guess we
This
say
is
the
great.
tail of everything.
Yeah.
This is perfect. Keep going. This is great.
Remind me to smile if I need to.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know, it's such a serious all the other pictures.
I was saying,
I can't be looking mad.
I have to go all the way to the front to finish my plan.
Okay. I would like to get one more backup out of him without him freaking out.
Oh, good. Well, yeah, anytime.
All right, we'll go to the corner and we'll part ways.
Your hands are much better, Colleen. That's better. Just keep your mind focused a little bit on that. A little bit down, just a tad bit. There you go. It should be a straight line from your elbow to the horse's mouth, not a crink. You're up here, the reins has to come up and you have to pull up the horse.
Oh.
You should just have to pull back.
Okay.
All right?
Back, 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 back. So what is the method to get them to back
he's
up?
having a hard time backing. So
Yeah.
I want you to break it down
Oh.
into tiny steps.
Okay.
All right? I want you to have in your head, I'm going to do 5 steps. Be happy with 1.
Okay.
And then just get 1 and I think what you're having a problem with here is the give.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the release. And he's not quite sure what you want. Okay? So focus on that. Get him to shift his weight back and give a little bit, give. As soon as there. Lots of little motions, not one big one,
Okay.
little ones. There, you see?
Good.
See the difference?
Yes.
You're not going to pull him back.
Okay.
You're going to, every time he indicates he's going to go back, you're going to give him a slight release.
Okay.
That tells him, yes, you're doing the right thing. So do it again.
Just kind of pump the brakes.
Yeah. There you go.
Good.
See how much easier that is? There you go.
Good boy.
See, a little bit more. Now do 3 steps at a time. Pressure release, pressure release, pressure release, pressure release. Do it. Keep going. But don't give the release until he actually starts. There you go. The timing of the release is incredibly important.
Right.
Okay.
That's
so
the part
when
I'm having trouble
when he
with.
starts to lean back, you give just a little. And when I say a little, I mean a little.
Okay.
Not this. Your hands.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Back. No. Oh. Back.
There you go.
Back.
There you go. There you go.
Back. Back.
There you go. There you go. Much better.
Good.
He's beginning to understand. Now walk forward and do that again.
Okay.
Okay. Give him some real release here, and then ask him and see if you can do it in small steps. And remember the release part.
Get in that corner.
This is really good for Mystery Ant. He's not all that happy doing this. He kind of wants to just go. Okay, get behind me when you've done all of your 5 elements. Come and stand behind me.
Out of these horses, it's only garnet that Mystery will,
The what?
Back.
Ant was saying out of
Back.
these horses, it's only garnet that
Yeah.
Mystery gets unhappy with.
Yeah.
Little
I'm not.
flake, huh? That's interesting. Well, good for you, Garnet.
It really doesn't, because you don't want to
Good
have
boy,
him
even
like
with your,
looped up
with
like
your
that. but,
compromised eye. Yeah. Yeah. That's, see, he's, yeah, so he's,
Yeah. So the left
Protecting
lane
himself.
or over to his
Or
right
he-
side, and the right will go over to his left.
Huh?
But I'm still holding it before it's
yeah,
crisscrossed.
antsy. Yeah.
Back.
Okay. So, report to me. I'll start with Ashley because she's mic'd up.
Well, we're still having backing up problems.
Okay, so what have you learned?
That I need to release the pressure once he starts to
You
do
need
it
to- yes.
a little bit.
Keep it, and no, let go. That's, you see, you really, it's the let go. You really have to be cognizant of. You're very good about keeping a steady back, but you're not good at timing of the release.
Right.
Right. And so just be, I would overcompensate, not under. All right, so let's try it again. Do 3 steps back.
Should I be squeezing with my legs too, or just pulling on the reins?
I would squeeze with my leg, and I would also use a verbal command back. Let him
Back?
get used to. Release. Better. Okay, do it again.
Back. Back.
Nope, 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 nope. Do it again.
Back. 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 Back.
There.
Good. Back.
Yes. There.
Good.
Again.
Back. Good.
Yes.
Back. Back.
Yes.
Back.
He's starting to
Back.
get it. There you go.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
It's that release.
Right.
Really important. Yeah. Yeah. All horses learn the language of pressure and release. Other horses teach them to it. They teach them. I mean, when Augie was born, you could see his mother was no good at all at teaching him. She was lazy, but his grandmother, I don't know if you remember, but oh yeah, Annie, she was a kick-ass horse, and she said, "I'm not putting up with this." So Augie would do something, and at first it was pretty definitive. Boom, get out of here. Then it de-escalated to a flick of the ear, saying, "If you don't get out of my way, son, there's going to be a little bit of trouble
You know
here."
what's next.
Huh?
You know what's
You
next.
know what's next. And boy, he got it. I mean, he got it without thinking. He got it. So that it's the pressure, it's the release, and it's the consistency that you do it the same way every time, okay? So how did it feel to have a plan?
It feels good to come in knowing where you need to go, and just to kind of get their attention off of, you know, like, oh my God, I'm being ridden. I'm going to try and get away with it. But if you have a plan of where you're going, then they have no say in it, basically.
Yeah. I'm going to get close so people can hear you. And what about you when you're anxious? Boy, you did a good job, by the way, Ed.
Well, it's become kind of my hour pattern that few laps around to burn off some of that kind of flighty energy, because
Right.
he's a going horse who
Right.
doesn't just want to take off walking. So,
Right.
you know, a few times at a little higher speed, then he's willing to settle down. And what we've been working on mostly is loosening things up. So my cinch is so loose that I can keep adjusting my saddle,
Yeah.
which is good, I think. But also I'm trying to ride with a lot looser rein, and even do things like our figure eights without using the rein,
Yeah.
just by that looking thing, and somehow that translates into leg pressure, and you don't even think about your leg, where you want to go, and down, he didn't just
Just
go
he
around
does
an
it.
eight, you know.
Really makes a difference, doesn't
It's
it?
fantastic.
Yeah. I mean, it's also that intent in your head, and even with a kick. Now, I think it's great to come in here. He is a going horse, and he's young. But I would, when you come like on Saturday, try to get the reverse out of him. Stand. Go in a place and make him stand. Okay? I mean, because that's the thing he doesn't do well, is the standing
Although
quietly.
I was very happy with
Yeah, the mounting
block
was
today.
beautiful.
That was much better.
It was much, much better. And you can get and do this nonsense too. You know what I'm saying? And it's that little kick that says stop. You know? See? It's what's up here, I tell you. That was not a go kick, that was a stop kick.
If it was a go kick, we'd be over
You'll
there.
be over there. That's exactly right. Okay, it really makes a big difference. Okay, you did a really good job of working with him at the mounting block.
Thank you.
Paula? Yeah.
Well, that was, we've been wanting to do it against the fence to help hold him in place.
Right.
And so you sort of forced us to do it out in the open, and it took a little longer, but
Right.
breaking it down and waiting and
Yeah. Reading
And-
the horse.
Well, that's the thing. Paying attention to even the slightest shift of weight back,
Right.
and not letting that happen.
Yeah.
Is the key.
Yes. And that's the opposite of Ashley's trying to do. She's rewarding that back. And you want to disincentivize
amount,
it. No, absolutely. All I'm saying is that in one regard you want to see that, in another regard you don't.
Right.
Okay, so it's all on what you're doing. You did a great job of doing that, though.
He's great. He's really a good horse.
He's a lovely horse. Okay, Colleen, let me talk to you. Did he have any coughing? Did you notice him cough at all?
Yeah, he's been coughing. I think it's for the most part probably out of his system now, but yeah, he's
Yeah.
coughing a little bit.
Okay, so next week, an hour before, we'll get you're doing better with your arms, and you can see what I want is a straight line to here. Straight line. Okay. So how was it having a plan for you?
Having a plan for me, I appreciate it. I just feel as if it was kind of out the window from the mounting block if I don't know what I'm doing with you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it starts really with the basic fundamentals of, okay, let's get everything squared away before I get on this horse,
Yeah.
and then have the plan,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Have my plan,
Yeah.
his plan.
Yeah. And that's an important.
Gotta give the
You
shot.
need to be 100% prepared when you get your seat in the saddle.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a scrambler, so this
Yeah.
would be, do it a couple things at once, more than a couple things at once. So
Right.
before I even get on Dugan, I
Right.
need to
Get
all my
yourself
ducks in
centered.
a row.
That's
Yeah.
very good. Very good point. Very good point. So part of the reason I did this with you guys is I used to ride in an enclosed arena, Anchorage, Alaska. Okay, and Anchorage has long winters. And while it wasn't a huge horse community, there weren't many places to ride. So I would go over on a Sunday afternoon and there'd be 30 horses in an arena. And it would be utter chaos. Some people would lose their horse. The snow would come off. I mean, huge piles of snow would go, you know. And the arena was right next door to the budding zoo that had 2 elephants, and they would sound off. The elephants would sound off. And if you didn't have a plan, you were toast, just toast, because your horse was going to be utterly affected by all of that other nonsense, you know. And so it really helped me to ride in chaotic situation, because it made me really work to focus my horse I wanted to do. And it was really apparent that if I didn't know what I was going to do, my horse was going to react to virtually everything that was in its way. And part of the reason I really stress this is it's a really important skill on the trail. I came up to, 6 feral llamas one time, okay? 6 feral llamas. I mean, who knew, you know? And, chaos breaks out because the horses have never seen these llamas. I mean, it's a big deal. And if you keep your mind on what you want to happen and not react to what is happening, you can keep the whole deal together. If you don't, it's all going to go south. I mean, because what happens is you get caught up in what's happening, your horse gets in what's happening, and then you lose that ability to keep him focused. It's like my little Jack Russell. I can keep him from barking all night if he sees a raccoon, if I catch him in time. But once he's into it, there is no amount of my talking to that dog that will get him off. He has gone in part of his brain that just can't hear. Well, your horses will get there too, where their survival instincts are going to take over, not be listening to you. So on the trail, it's really important that you're not reactive, you're proactive. In any situation, anything comes up, and you need to be what you want to see happen, and you need to keep that firmly in your mind, because otherwise you buy into what's happening. If it's an accident that's happening around you, and it's like an EMT person, you don't buy into all that's happening. you have to stay focused on how you can help. You got to stay focused on that one thing. And that's really true of horses because, you know, there's a lot of energy. Okay. So if there are no questions, then let's do a little bit of drill team work, okay? And I'd like you to get into a single file going clockwise. Start over here on this rail, and Paula can lead out. Get everybody behind Paula on a single file. I'm going to do something different today. We're going to start it right here, and it's called step out, all right? And this is meant to help you adjust your horse's speed and to keep your horse quiet. And what it consists of is if I were to yell to Ashley to step out, she would bring her horse to the inside of the arena, and she would stop and let the rest of the file past her and then get in the file. Meanwhile, Colleen would have to speed up her horse to catch up to the correct distance with Ant. Is this clear?
Yes.
So if whoever I ask to step out, and while they're stepping out, their horse stays still while other horses are passing them. So there's the horse that's stepping out. Your job is to keep your horse standing in one place, and then you fall in the file at the very end, okay? And the person behind the horse that stepped out, speed their horse up to catch up and keep them the same distance, okay? So I'm going to do that with Ashley. Ashley, step out. No, you're going to halt your horse right there. Halt it right there, Ashley. Next to the, nope.
I thought you said the middle
right
of the...
next to the horses.
I thought you said the middle of the arena.
Huh?
I thought you said the middle of the arena.
No, step out into the inside of the arena. Okay?
Oh.
Let's try again. Go ahead
Okay.
and get behind. So what you do is when I ask you to step out, you're going to bring your horse, one horse width into the arena, and the other line's going to pass you very close. And
Okay.
your horse is going to stay still while those other horses pass him.
Got it.
Okay? So, Ant, step out. There you go. So, Colleen has to catch up. Ant falls in behind. Okay. Keep the distance.
Watch the sit.
Don't
Yes,
get bunched up. Okay. Paula, step out. Bring your horse over, one horse width. Stop, let all the other horses pass you. Ashley, step out.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
Colleen, step out. You should stop all the way. Stop. So you can see how when your hands are up, you have to go like this. I want your hands down. You really need to work on that, okay? Okay. Ant, step out. Ashley, step out.
Oh. Oh.
See if you can't next time getting really close to the... Colleen, step out. Stop, stop. Stop. Check and release if he wants to move. Okay, now we're going to go back to leapfrog. Colleen, leapfrog. Pass everybody and get in the front. Ashley, leapfrog. You're cutting corners, Ashley. You need to get him right next to that line next time, okay? Ant, leapfrog. See if you can't keep him right next to the line. Very nice.
Thought you could take off, but I said nope.
Okay, I hope people noticed how Ant did. Ant kept him at a walk. He was not trotting, he was walking. Okay, and so I want you to do it at a fast walk. And I want you to stay as close as you can to the rest of the file. Now let's get our spacing back up. Okay, Paula, leapfrog. Yes, keep him at a nice walk. Don't hurry. Don't hurry, just pass and stay. Yes, 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 yes. Keep just a little bit faster than the other horse. Yes. This is what we want to see. Very nice, Paula. Very nice. And close by the other horses. Yep. Make sure you give Ant plenty of room before you cut in. I'm more concerned about your being close to the rest of the people and having your horse controlled than I am in having you do it quickly. Okay? All right, Colleen, leapfrog. Stay as close as you can and go slowly, just a little bit faster than everybody else. Much better. Do you see that? Pull him back a little bit. There you go. Pull him back a little bit. There you go. Okay, leapfrog, Ashley. Right next to the other horses, just a bit faster. Yes, more controlled, way more controlled. Closer. Okay. File right at the center. File right at the center. Okay. File halt.
Oh.
Okay. I'm going to ask to have troopers go right and left of the rail. Okay. Numbers 1 and 3, turn right to go to the rail. Numbers 2 and 4, turn left to go. And when you get to the rail, you're going to the same geographic direction. You're going towards the trailers. Okay? Yeah, you need to have him get the Venta Puma next time. Okay. So, huh? No, I think he's fine. Okay, but it'll help, yes, a lot. Okay. Troopers, right and left to the rail. Remember, when you get there, you're all going to turn towards the trailer. And you're going to get your spacing back together. Who are you watching in terms of speed?
Me.
Ashley. Ashley's in charge. Okay, now you guys should moderate you're doing well because you're passing almost right in the middle, and that's what you should do. Oops. No, I didn't ask you to come in. You're
No, we
supposed
did
to
not.
pass each other.
Raz just wanted to have a mind of his own.
I couldn't hear, so I'll just follow.
Yeah, just follow along. Okay. I didn't ask anybody to
I
turn.
know, Colleen, you got to give me room on the rail.
No.
We
all
weren't,
I asked
but
you to do was
now we're about to
now you're
collide.
going past each other. We got 2 files going here. Okay,
the rail.
Ashley's still in charge of the speed. And it's Ashley's job to moderate so that everybody can catch up, too. It's not just a one-way street. You don't just get to bull ahead. All right, let's get our speed back, you guys. 1 horse length apart. You're starting to drift apart. Everybody catch up behind their lead horse. Okay. Troopers cross over. Now remember, if you took a right-hand turn to get in, you're going to take a right-hand turn to get out. And vice versa. Whatever way you turn to get in is the way you're going to turn to get out. And you end up with different leaders. So let's catch up
Oh, that's good spacing.
our spacing.
Paula, you're leaning really
Okay.
left in your hip.
Troopers cross over. Okay, everyone's going to come at me, and you know what you're going to do when you get to the far side, right? If you took a left-hand turn to get in, you're going to take a left-hand out. If you took a right-hand turn to get in, you're going to take a right-hand turn to get out. You're going to end up in 2 files again. Yes. Nicely done, everybody. Nicely done. Okay. Files cross over. Stay behind the horse in front of you. Left stirrup to left stirrup. Files left and right at the center. You're going to form some columns here. You're going to come together, and you now have partners. Who's in charge of the speed of all of this?
Colleen.
Colleen.
Oh,
Okay.
Colleen. That's you.
why the me because I'm on the right?
Yep. Anyone in the front right?
Columns left at the rail. Go
Left
to the
at the
rail
rail.
and turn left. Stay with your partner.
So we're going to be columns. So you got to speed up and I'm going to slow it
Stay
down.
with your partner. Columns cross over. Columns
give 'em
cross
gas.
over.
No, we're going to go left again. Give him a little more gas. There you go.
Columns left at the center.
Kick it, kick it, kick it. There you go.
Files right and left to the rail. Files right and left to the rail. Very good, you guys. Remember, when you get there, you're going to go towards the trailer. Towards the trailer. Towards the trailer.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah, I confused him.
Everybody goes up, hands down. Hands down.
Oh,
No.
I was giving you room on the rail.
I didn't tell you anything, Colleen. You just keep going. Go ahead. Go.
Trying to give you space on
No.
the rail. Okay, you go ahead.
Colleen gets in front of Aunt. I didn't tell anybody to do anything. Just go get in front of Aunt and then catch up. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now let's see if we can't get each other the files on the same part on the rail here. Colleen's in charge of the speed. Let's see if you can't get up neck. There we go. There we go. Hands down, Colleen. Hands up on the reins. Up on the reins. Okay, troopers cross over. Troopers cross over.
And then we're going right to get out of it.
Files left and right down the center.
There we go. That was good.
Okay. Troopers right and left to the rail. Remember, you're going to go towards the osprey's nest when you get there. All you did was pick up and move. Troopers cross over.
You're gonna pick
Oh,
your
we
head up
got-
and you won't trip.
Files going in different directions.
It was a crossover.
Yeah, okay, opposite direction, catch up. With Ashley, I think this file was correct. It's okay, just give, we'll make a single file at this point. Go ahead and catch up. This happens all the time, by the way. Yep, just catch up.
I know.
I'm tired of hitting that with my face.
I know.
Do not run me into the rail.
Okay. File left at the center. Catch up, Colleen. Catch up. Troopers right and left to the rail. When you get there, you're going to go towards the left and right to the rail.
At the rail.
Did she not hear me?
I didn't. I had to process it in
Okay,
my head.
never mind then. Let's.
No, she got it.
Oh, yeah, you're right, you're right.
Okay. Yeah, watch Paula.
Just in
Paula's
my own head
charge
over here.
Okay. 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 Files left and right at the center. Columns halt.
Oh.
Okay, that last screw up was mine. And there you have to listen carefully. If I say right and left to the rail, that means you go to the rail. If I say right and left at the rail, that means you wait until you get to the rail. Is this making sense?
Mm-hmm.
So,
What's the difference?
Huh?
Well, I don't understand the difference.
If I were going to say troopers right and left to the rail, you
Means
would all
in that
turn
moment
right
you
now
turn.
and go to the rail. To the rail.
Yeah.
If I said troopers right and left at the
You wait
rail,
until you get the rail.
you go to the rail that's ever in front of you. Whenever it's that command, you keep the same direction until you get to where I tell you. I told you files right and left at the rail.
Yeah.
Okay, so you come in the center. If I'm asking you to go to the rail,
Right.
then you execute it right now.
Okay.
Okay? All right. So I'm going to say columns right to the rail. Columns right. You're going to stay in your columns. Okay, now I'm going to say columns left at the rail. You go to the rail and you turn left. All right? Is this making sense?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the hard one. Troopers cross over. Everybody
cross over?
turns to cross over, and the back, Ant gets behind Colleen, Ashley gets behind Paula. Okay, now remember it's a crossover. So you all turned left to get into this, did you not?
Yes.
So you're all going to turn left to get out of it, and you're going to remain in your column formation because it's a crossover command. Yes. Now, the inside horse has to be a little bit cognizant that they have to start a little ahead of the horse that's going to be on the rail.
And Garnet needs to get his butt
Okay.
moving.
So let's do that again. Troopers cross over. Everybody turns. Ash, that's good. Paula's behind Colleen. There you go. When you get to the rail, you're going to turn to the left, and Ant has to turn a split second early, and Colleen has to speed up to catch up and get. You should be on the rail between Ant and the rail.
Yeah.
No, between Ant and the rail.
No, we're supposed to go
Let
back into
Ant
columns.
Go ahead and get on the rail side of him.
You're behind Aunt Colleen.
Yeah,
Ashley, you're next to me. And I'm behind you.
yeah. Okay, we're going to try that again. Okay. Troopers cross over. Ant gets behind Ashley, Colleen gets behind Paula. When you get over there, you're going to turn. Colleen will get behind Paula, but next to Ant. There you go. Perfect. Okay. So, just like we have, I could do 3 different things. I could say columns crossover. You would know what that meant, right? I could say troopers crossover, and you would know what that meant. I can also say pairs crossover, and that means the pairs stay together. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Side by side.
Side by side. You stay side by side. You're going to end up with 4 horses coming towards you. Okay? You understand? Ant's going to turn and get next.
So I'm going to go on the right of that.
Pardon?
I'm going to move up. We're going to move up on the right.
No, you're going to, when I say pairs, it means your pairs turn at the same time. Just like a trooper command. Okay, so column stop. All right. If I say pair cross over, okay, you are all going to turn as a pair and cross over. That means you place, you keep up next to her. You have to turn a little bit faster to the left. You do the same, and all 4 horses are going to come at me, right? Okay?
Okay, so we're going to fall into the left of the column.
And then when you get across the way, they are going to turn. You're going to end up as the lead of all these columns. Okay, let's just do it step by step. Columns cross over. Okay, so just turn.
Pairs crossover?
Yeah, I mean a pairs crossover. Okay, just turn first. Just turn and get next. Get all 4 horses together. Okay, stop. Hold.
Oh,
Okay, we're going to go across the arena.
back.
And when you get to the far side of the arena, this pair, you're all going to turn at the same time, but you're going to turn as a pair. And you're going to end up on next to the rail. You're going to end up next to Ant on the inside. Colleen, you're going to end up, Ashley's going to end up on the rail. You're going to end up on the inside.
Behind Colleen.
Yes. All right, so what you're doing is you're pretend you're hooked together at the stirrup. You're a pair. So, okay, pairs cross over. Go ahead over to the other side. Okay. And now Ant and Colleen are going to turn at the same time, but Ant has to turn faster. Yes. Very nice. You got it. So I can call commands in 4 different formations with you right now. I can use columns, pairs, troopers, and files. Does everybody understand the difference?
Yes.
I only heard 2 yes.
Yes.
Okay. This is going to be our last one because it's
Could be very likely there were only 2 yeses.
I'm going to ask you again to do pairs over. Stay together in your pair. Yes, 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 yes. Now, when you get over there, Ashley's going to be on the rail. Paula's going to be next to her. Ant's going to be on the rail. Colleen's going to be next to her, and you're still going to be in your very done, you guys. Yeah, we're ending on a high note. All right. Thank you. Thank you all. Does anybody have any questions? Any comments? Come on over here and
Not currently.
tell me how that went for
I
everybody.
do want to rip off this other branch, though.
You're feeling a lot more confident
Oh.
with him, aren't you, Paula?
Yeah, yeah.
I think everybody is feeling much more confident.
Brat this entire time.
Doing a lot of starting and stopping
Yeah.
with speed. I couldn't find that.
Yeah.
Right. And this is where I think the leapfrog helps because I don't want you hurrying past. What I want you to do is a little bit faster, but stay right next to the horses that you're passing. It's more important to keep form than it is to get there fast. And that really makes you cognizant of your horse's speed, and it also means your horse doesn't get to hurry. You know, he doesn't get to just pass. You know, horses like to pass each other. But on the trail, again, that might be an important thing to be able to do at some point. Okay? Any questions or comments? If not, I'm going to wave goodbye to everybody. Thank you for. We'll see you next week, same time, same place, and for a little bit of horsing around. Goodbye from Dunrovin Ranch.
Goodbye.